Do you want to learn how to draw this awesome doggy pop-up with me? If you do, you are going to need a piece of paper, something to draw with, something to erase any mistakes that you might make, and a marker to outline your doodle when you are done drawing. And don't forget the crayons, the markers, the colored pencils, and the paints so you can add the color you would like to your doodle. Let's grab all of those supplies and let's get started. Drawing our pop-up dog. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need our piece of paper, and we are going to turn it so it is horizontal, so that way we have it shorter and wider. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this left side and we're going to fold it over and match it up to the right side here, and we're going to crease it down. And you want to make sure you have a really good crease. So use whatever you can to push down that crease if you don't have any nails to push it down. Then that leaves you with a book. So we have a nice little book here. We're going to take this top flap and we're going to bend it back and crease it there as well. So we have kind of a bouncy part here, and then we have just a flat sheet of paper on the table. Now I'm going to put a finger and I'm going to flip it so I have the bouncy part up at the top. And that is going to be the top part of our pop out. So to make our pop out dog, I am going to work on a big circle shape for my dog's head. But I need to leave some space here for his ears because I do want his ears to kind of overlap his head. So I'm going to come around at the top of the curved line. I'm going to leave maybe 2 inches, and I'm going to add just a little line on the bottom of the paper, and then I will continue down and around on that second piece of paper, the paper that's kind of hidden in the back. That paper is what helps us create the pop out effect. So I have a circle shape, and if I was to extend this, you can see how I have lines there before it falls off the paper. Now I'm going to come up here to the top and I'm going to make a wave, just a nice little wave there. And I'm going to come on the other side here and I'm going to make the same kind of wave. And then I'm going to finish with a nice big U shape that's going to go in past that line. So I want to go into my dog's head, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to make a nice big curved shape, and I want to U up into his head. So now I've got his ears. We've got a whole face or head shape for our dog. And then we want to go in now and add the body. So I'm going to go down here in the bottom chunk, and I'm going to add a curved line on each side of his head for his legs. I'm going to come out at an angle, and then I'm going to round that bottom. And I want to make sure that it is pretty even with, that they're pretty even with each other. We're not quite touching the bottom of the paper. Then I'm going to come next to that. I'm going to give him his paws, his little back feet, because he's sitting down. So I'm going to give him his little back paws. And then I'm going to do a little curved line up into his body for kind of like his legs, how he'd be sitting. And then the last thing I need to do down here is give him a tail. So I definitely want my doggy to have a little tail. All right, now I've got a dog. Now we need to go in and add all of the extras so we can make him a pop out. So I'm going to come right here and make a rounded shape for his nose. And I'm going to color it in black. And be very careful coloring with your marker because it can bleed through your paper and show up on the papers below, especially if you have a permanent marker. Now I'm going to come on each side over here and give him his eyes. And inside those eyes, I'm going to make smaller circles for his little shine marks. Help give him a little bit of life. I'm going to come down right here from the middle, and I am going to curl out. Now this is where it's going to get tricky because you need to stay right on this line right here. And I want to kind of be able to make that line go below and above. So I need to kind of make my line a little bit thicker maybe. I just need to make sure that it shows up on the paper below and on the paper on top, because that line is very important. And then I'm going to create just a little curl at the end of his mouth. So a little curl down into there. This can all be colored in, and we just need a nice solid line that goes across there. So now when it's closed, we've got our little doggy. So now we're going to open our pop-up. So we're going to pop him up, and he's got nothing going on the inside. So we need to add some stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this end of his body to the part of his body below. So now we've got his head. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Connect his head to his face over there. So now we've got his head is drawn in, and we need to make his mouth really big. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to give him some teeth. My dogs have those nice sharp teeth. I want to give him some teeth. I even want to put a little row down here of some other teeth. And you can do this however you like. If you don't want a row of teeth, you don't have to add them. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to match up from the end there down to the end of my paper over here. So now I've got his mouth. Look at how cute he is. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of two little hill shapes inside for a tongue. And then I've got all this space right here. So I could color all that space black, or I can draw something in there. So I know my dogs love their bones. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in a dog bone. It's a little cartoon bone. And I have my little doggy pop out. Look at how cute he is. He is just a little old guy there. And when you open him up, he has a big old bone. He is so cute. Grab your colored pencils, your crayons, or your markers, and let's color. Look at how cute our pop-up dog turned out. I hope that you had fun doodling with me today. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share the video for many more fun drawings and pop-ups. I cannot wait to see you again next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.